These are my succulent plant haul for the last couple of weeks. It's been a while since I've done my last plant haul, and this plant haul is mainly for succulents and also indoor plants. Hello there, my name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. Now this one here, I did not buy it for the last couple of weeks. I bought this ages ago. There's a reason why I have this here. So this is Aloe, aculeata, white thorns. When I got it 4 years ago, I don't know whether it's frost hardy or not. I have to walk it slowly through the process of acclimatization wherein I grew it undercover on the first year. That means in this area where I'm in, wherein I've got overhead covering. On the second year, I started exposing it out into my 50% UV shaded area. And on the third year and fourth year, I started exposing it more into the open with no covering, and it has survived. And ever since, I've been after them, and I was hoping to get some more. I do have a black version, so black thorns and also a white thorns, and I'm not sure whether one of the black or the white I've got two of, but anyway, so far I have 3 plants, and I just love them so much because in winter and in summer, once they're exposed to the sun, they turn into this gorgeous orangey color. So after finding out how hardy they are, I have been after them for a while because it's also hard. Hang on, I'll just take this out. So since finding out that they are very, very, very frost hardy, sun hardy, and very hardy overall, can be watered, can be too much watered, it doesn't worry them. So I just need to move this other one here because this is not part of my plant haul, but I need to have that one there. Anyway, so when I found a few more, 1, 2, 3 white thorns, 1 marlothii, which I haven't got, and also another marlothii, which I haven't got. So the white thorns I got 3, and that's it. That's all I could find. These ones now, I am going to grow them, put them, transplant them. Well, actually, I'm not even going to transplant them and slowly acclimatize them. I'm just going to plant them straight away into my garden in springtime, because right now we still have frost, so I'm not gonna risk planting them straight away because they need to acclimatize. But in springtime, the weather will be perfect for them. So depending on depends if we're gonna get frost, but we do get frost, but really mildly. So, but we've been having some really wet weather this year, so chances are they're gonna get rained on more rain. We're gonna get more rain than frost. Anyway, so this one now, because you're already looking at it or you're seeing it, this is Echeveria Dark Vader. So I've got where I buy my succulents and indoor plant video. So I got this one from Bliss Garden and Giftware. I've got a couple of Dark Vader, but I'm not happy with them. They're really, really divaish. They're not growing with me. So anyway, this one, I still bought it mainly because when I see things, I don't know if people see the same things I see, but see that little deformity, okay? So it's like a little deformity there. That's the reason why I bought this, because I inspected the other one and I didn't see it. But this one has got a baby, but that baby has got a bump. And the reason why I got a bump, because I don't know if Dark Vader is supposed to have a bump. This is one of my Dark Vader. So this Dark Vader has been growing in here for a while now, and this came from my garden. I'm just gonna take you there. These are my 3 mummies. They flowered, and I also cross-pollinated them with whatever that was flowering at the time. And those 3 mummies had a few babies before, and I already chopped them And when I planted them in this pot now, these are all babies, they started going funky, but one of them had a bump. That's the reason why. And this one now, I just noticed, is also growing a bump. So I don't know whether it was due to my cross-pollination, or it's been cross-pollinated before, or before the mummies. I'm talking about the mummies now. So this is also Dark Vader. Cuttings from that, and that one even produced a baby, but this one is just boring, no bumps, and also yellow like the mummy. But these ones here are going green, and see that one there, see the bump on that one? It's got a bump and another bump. So I'm gonna pull that out as well. And oh, look, that one might even grow another bump. So, but it's the new growth in the center that's forming bumps, and those two there are growing bumps as well. So maybe I can call this a Dark Vader monstrous form. And so this is the reason why I bought this Dark Vader, or otherwise I wouldn't have bought it. So it's because of this gorgeous beauty here. So all the outside of the plant are just sort of normal Dark Vader, but the center part, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm lost count now, because even here it's bump, 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 never bump, 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 bump. Okay, let's get rid of the bump here now. So I'll put this one back. Now this Topsy Turvy here, it just says succulent assorted. Also, this one, I've got plenty of Topsy Turvy. But this Topsy Turvy is doing the same thing as, look, the Dark Vader. I am obsessed with bumps. I like bumps, okay? So anyway, you can't blame me. I find them interesting. So I like to go bumpity bump. And look at that, gorgeous, gorgeous. And even this one's now starting to form. I don't know if they form late or they get older, but these are new growths. So anyway, that's the reason why I bought it. So anyway, I'm not even sure whether you're a pinwheel or a topsy-turvy. Doesn't matter. So it could also be a pinwheel, because it didn't have any name. It just says Echeveria. So it could still be a pinwheel, because it looks like a pinwheel as well, but it also looks like a topsy-turvy. So anyway, now this one is an Echeveria chroma. I already have a chroma, and the reason why I bought this chroma, I wrote down number 2 now. See, gorgeous little color there. It's because this is my Echeveria chroma number 1 that I maltreated, because I put them up on top where the frost can get to it. So this is frostbitten. But look, oh poor thing, look at that. So that's why I need to buy my chroma too. So this chroma, or chroma in general, they're fast grower, but they are not as frost hardy. But I really love the dark tone, and if they variegate well like this, then I really like the pink variegation on sort of a bronzy leaf. So that's the reason why I bought this, and I am going to keep it somewhere protected, maybe indoors. So I'm gonna do an experiment, see if I can grow this indoors, since it can't handle the area that I'm in, or maybe grow it somewhere in this outdoor protected shade. Maybe that will grow better. So I don't know yet where I'm going to plant this in, but I will show you in my future videos. And also, this is a Pachyveria Red Banana. And this red banana is like $18 I paid for this, but it's quite a big plant, and it's got a baby, I think a couple of babies somewhere down in the bottom, so it makes it cheaper. And also it's lost a couple of its leaves already, or a few actually, so I don't know if that got bumped off or someone took a liking and took it home with them. But anyway, when it comes to succulent, I really get upset when I see some leaves missing or the top missing because someone broke it off. But anyway, these ones I still got plenty of leaves, so I can actually propagate them. So we'll do a propagation video and see how quickly this Pachyveria Red Banana grows, and also see how red it grows because the color is still not as red as what I've seen online. Now these ones here are succulents that I bought from IKEA. So some I do know the identification or the ID, but others are very, very, very difficult to ID. So this one is Echeveria Mira. I have Mira, and my Mira doesn't go as pink as this Mira. So this is a tissue culture plant. I think they are anyway. They are gorgeous color, and of course it's about to flower, as you can see there. And it has lots of babies. So every single one of them, so I've got 6 of them, have babies. So I always buy like half a dozen. Unless I take a liking to something, then sometimes I get a dozen or 2. And in this case, this looks like a machete because of the leaves, how it's all got serrated edge. But it's about to flower as well, so there's no ID, so you don't really know what it is. And then they have written it's called Echeveria. So whether it's actually an Echeveria or a Pachyveria, I don't know. But I have to let it grow and find out what the flower looks like, and maybe we can get a little bit closer to finding out the identity. But sometimes you don't find out the identity, and that's the reason why I bought this, because I looked online before I bought it and I could not find anything that would resemble it. So the way it's growing, it's sort of very stemmy, is similar to a Pachyveria clavifolia. But look at the color of this clavifolia. So I'm just hoping that this Pachyveria / Echeveria species or cultivar, because I'm sure this is already a cultivar of some sort, hopefully have these colors that my clavifolia has, and wouldn't that be glorious? So I bought this one before I left for my trip. So this is now a couple of months ago now, but I thought I'll just show you because this is an interesting plant. So I've been after one for a while, and last March when I went to see Jocelyn Ainsworth and bought some plants from her, she ran out of this plant, the Cassia, and I was just kicking myself because I really loved the look. I love the folded leaves. Look at that. So I just love, 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 love. And this one, I got it from a local hardware store. But house, okay, I'm not. So I got this one for $10. So I thought that was a bargain, and it's got 2 heads. So hopefully I can propagate from this one and have many, 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 many babies. Beautiful plant, Echeveria Cassia. I even like the name, Cassia. So this one is Sanseveria Boncel, and I just love, 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 love it. So I have this spear Sanseveria. This is sort of just grows long and tall like a spear, and this one is looks like a rhinoceros horn. So they should have called this Rhino Sanseveria. So spearhead and rhino. And these 2 as well, I got these ones from IKEA. This is just Scindapsus pictus, whether one is a satin Pothos or exotica, and the other one is silvery Anne. I don't know, but I have to Google it up just to see the difference. So this one has got like silver on the leaves and silver edge. So if you see the edge of the leaves there, they all got silvery. And this one is just green. So can you tell the difference? Very difficult. There you go. So one on the right is maybe an Anne, and this one on the left is a satin one, or a silver, or a satin Pothos or exotica. So that's why I got them both, or bought them both, because I just want to be able to tell the difference. And it's also different compared to Scindapsus argyrius. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. So Agirius or Agirius or Agarius, never mind. I'll spell it out. But this is also, I think this was called satin pothos as well before when I bought it. But anyway, it looks different again from the other two that I just bought. So there you go. That's my excuse for buying it. So I have 3 different Scindapsus. Maybe get a 4th one. Now this one is very common. This is Philodendron Florida. I just love the leaves. I've got a monstera downstairs that's being eaten by my budgie. But this one, I want to put this in my bedroom. So I just love this is, it's not very expensive. I think they're $20 or something like that. But anyway, it's very healthy looking plant. And look how many chop I can get out of that. But I am not going to do that. I'm not going to propagate them yet. I'm going to leave them to grow and thicken up, but I will transplant it. So I'm going to do a video of how or what soil mix I use for this for my indoor plants. This one is Spathiphyllum. So I think this is a variety of peace lily also, but this one has got this gorgeous variegation. See the variegation there? That one's got like, okay, I'll put it in the shade. It's got yellow and white splashes. Like, it's so gorgeous. It's almost like a mandula leaves, but not heart shape. And it also has white splashes of color. So you got the white, green, and yellow. So, and it's quite thick. So I reckon it's still a bargain for, how much did I pay for you? Not very much at all. Oh, $20 as well. So, but anyway, I love it. So that's why I bought it. Anyway, but I should really stop buying plants now because my house is filling up with plants. And of course, last but not the least, oh my goodness. Oh, I love my whale fin. My whale fin. I've been after one for a long time. And I had to look online. And they're selling a small one for $75. And so when I saw this, that it has 4 plants, or maybe is that 1 plant, 2 plant? I don't know. So, but anyway, it's big. It's quite big. It's almost like 170 millimeter across, actually. Yeah, 170. So it's quite, look, my hand. Look at that. That's quite a big plant or leaf. And I haven't changed the pot, and it's still the same, and I got it from my favorite shop, and now I'm gonna leave it until summertime. Maybe I'm gonna repot it and just fix this up because I just don't like the way they're sort of wonky and all over the place. I think I would prefer to pot up this one as well separately. So anyway, that's all guys, and I hope you enjoyed my plant haul. And I promised myself again, I need to save up my cigarette money. I don't smoke, by the way, for those of you who doesn't know or not familiar, who doesn't know me and not familiar with my videos. Well, I stopped smoking a few years ago, and instead of buying cigarettes or what I used to spend on cigarettes, now I spend on plants and succulents. So technically, even though if I add up the cost of buying all these succulents, because I went away for a holiday and did not buy cigarettes for 2 months, so technically I should have still some change left over to buy a couple more. Thank you guys for watching, and have a lovely day. Stay happy.